This was a lot of fun. Let's talk about your products for a minute here. The one question I had, you said salt decor earlier, and I have on my list your slabs of salt that you can put up on the wall, and I'm thinking of doing that. Like I have like a 2-part bathroom, so I'm thinking of doing that on one part of it. But you're not getting benefits of halotherapy just having salt in your walls, right? It's just more
No.
for looks.
Yeah, it's basically a decor and architectural element. There's some people that think if they put it in a sauna and heat it up or like a lamp, but that doesn't do anything. It is more, I mean, from a psychosomatic perspective of having that glow and that it is a cool experience. Yeah. I mean, we use white Himalayan salt with colored lights behind it to create unique effects. But there is no health benefits. It only comes from the Halogenerator. But we have done a lot of homes and a lot of spas, restaurants that have used it as a decor element because it's really cool. So we love, we provide all types of products to self-install or work with contractors, designers, architects. We've done some stunning projects that you can check out for residential homes. Bathrooms, you got to be careful about because you don't want humidity. You don't want steam. You don't want wet because it'll be like, the Wicked Witch of the West and start melting and deteriorating. And you may not put it behind a sink for a backsplash, but there are so many different ways that you could apply the salt look. It's kind of cool. It becomes a conversation piece. And that's why a lot of salt rooms that we design in some of the higher type spas or environments, they're utilizing it to visually signify, wow, this is salt. You're in a salt room. And it kind of works. We have a new concept that will be coming out. So what we do is we are the ones that have the medical grade halogenerators that are different sizes. We have the consumer model. We have those that can be on small rooms and in small booths and cabins. And then we have a larger one that handles rooms up to about 450 square feet in larger spaces. And then we have our salt booths that we have designed and built here in the United States. And you have different models depending on the bells and whistles on some of them and color selection. And then we have our salt decor side of the business. So those really is what we do. And then we help people get into the business. There are some people that have a wellness concept or a spa, or they do massage, or they're into nutrition or chiropractors. There's so many different ways salt can be added to an existing business or getting it into a business. And our folks like Christy, who you spoke with, are those that help people look at this as a modality and how to actually utilize it as a revenue generator. We have somebody in the Indiana area. He bought about 30 of those units and he rents them out to people to utilize, and he created a whole business model. So that's interesting. That's a whole interesting way of looking at it. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah, I wish I would have bought the booth with the lights, because I've been thinking of how I'm going to retrofit it. Because I have friends that own red light therapy companies. It's like maybe I could put one of those motion sensor red lights, somewhere to where it doesn't get destroyed. But yeah,
by the salt particles, that's the trick, right? And then you want to get it so that it's positioning right up against you. And so, that's where you start looking at, what makes sense of what you do inside of a small environment. And we've got a concept coming out where it's going to be a really cool system that has decor. You could add sound therapy, binaural beats, and different ways, and heated seating and a curved way that you can sit in it, and some interesting ways you can put fiber optics in the ceiling for lights, and you can have frosted glass. I mean, you can come up with all kinds of cool stuff. And we've done some really cool projects with a lot of people. We have a project that is it's being built as we speak at the Biltmore at the Waldorf Astoria in Phoenix, Arizona, where they don't have space indoors. They have a really cool concept of how they have some plunges outside and such. And there's a piece of land that we are actually building from the ground up, a self-standing salt cabin, if you will, a salt room that is built with our Halogenerator, some cool seating with some of the salt decor. And that's scheduled to open up in the next few weeks. So we're very excited to be the innovators of all kinds of stuff. So if there's people that are wondering, can I do this? Can I do that? What can I do? Can I convert a closet into a salt room or salt booth or whatnot? There's some requirements to look at, but yeah, all kinds of cool things. So if you want some decor, let's talk about how we can get you have it right in your attic there, how you can create some cool lighting effects, right?
Totally. Yeah. I think Christy on your team said the humidity can't go over, I don't know, it's 40 or 50% or something like that.
Yeah. If you're in a humid environment, like here in Florida, you got to make sure you got conditioned airspace. If you got too much humidity, just like those salt lamps, they start sweating. They start, deteriorating. So that's one thing to just be concerned about.